head-to-head race between me and purple. Who's purple? Now yellow's in the lead, yellow's jumping up and is still in. Oh, whoa, whoa, Jacobia's taken over! Eat cannonball! No! Oh, brush! No! And the spikes brought me victory!
The Dream Runners core idea is pretty much like Mario Kart in 2D and on legs. That's the basic idea.
This is not platformer, this is war!
So you have 4 people racing on the platformer track for the pole position and to basically outsmart the other players by getting them off the screen, and the one who stands last wins.
No! And there the medal goes where it belongs, right?
There's various power-ups and effects that can either boost you or hinder you as you play the game. And it's basically about having fun and enjoying the weird situations that occur.
Oh man, I thought it was over. Well, it's over now.
Fans of Giana Sisters, they really wanted a multiplayer part, so yeah, we created one.
Power-ups are basically the cream on top of it. As I said, this is the butter on the bread, pretty much.
My favorite power-up is the dash boost, so I won a lot of matches with the dash boost.
We have lots of power-ups. Most of them are offensive. We have some defensive stuff, but most of them are in offensive nature.
Cannon duels!
Lots of the offensive stuff are including giant cannonballs, flying cutlasses, barrages of cannonballs fired at people that are coming up behind you if you're in lead.
That was a beautiful cannonball right in my face.
Owl mines, so basically you spawn owls that work for you. It's one of my favorite features.
Owls!
I mean, owls, come on! I like owls, owls are awesome.
So you wanted to give us owls, right?
No.
Here, take some.
No, don't.
You can have an advantage, but just because you're in front now doesn't mean you're going to be in front in 5 seconds.
Oh no! Yes! Yeah!
So you usually have to keep on top of your game and keep an eye out on what your competitors have and what they're going to do, so you can kind of predict on what they're going to play, and so you can prepare for it. So for instance, if you know they've got a stunning attacks, staying close to them is probably a bad idea.
Yeah! No!
Hit him!
Oh, remember that guy? I saw you got me.
On the game session we just had, I think the most difficult players is basically any designer for a level. So if they're there, you know you're in for trouble.
Didn't you know I feast on the tears of players?
I think since I build the levels, I basically know the little tricks in those levels pretty much. I set them up so that players can figure out them by themselves and draw advantages from that. I think probably very good players really will outsmart me, because there might be even situations I wasn't thinking about it. But of course, if you play against me for the first time, I probably have an advantage, except I let you win.
I did it! I did it! Jacobi did it too. I have to say.
Wipe that amazement from your voice.
I have to say I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. This is probably one of the most difficult passages in the whole game.
2 weeks ago we had a little tournament, so just in the company, and yeah, so I was in the finals against the QA, so the tester. So, and yeah, he's playing it every day. And now it's super hard to play against the people, you know, the level designers who just made all the levels.
Victory was mine.
All right, so we have to avoid Schmitty levels on the next one.
Yeah.
For me, I think the most memorable moment in the play session we just had was when we spawned somewhere in the world after the round ended. And most of us got confused over which direction was the forward direction in the level, and so we all dashed into the wrong direction.
I hope he doesn't know. Yeah, wrong.
The part where we had the wrong direction.
And only one guy went up the right path, and well, he won, obviously.
We all went the wrong way.
It was the best part.
There was this little head-to-head race between me and Nicholas in the end, and by a small miscalculation on my part, during the last 3 seconds that we're playing down, he really got just a nose length ahead of me, which was pretty cool.
Falling, the speed of falling will beat me to the
No, I missed it.
I used my favorite power-up, the dash boost, and just dashed 200 meters up, and yeah, I terminated all the others.
Oh no, oh no.
Shoot!
No!
Yes. All right.
Also, it's also always pretty amazing when people use, for example, the super dash in a very clever way to come from the last to the first position and basically kick out everyone out of the game. This is also very fun.
Oh! Oh!
That was pretty good.
Come on!
Even like slamming him repeatedly under the water couldn't kill him. That was just terrible.
The game does look pretty nice. I really do like the work our art team did on dressing the levels and stuff like this. So there's always something you discover. It's like, oh, I didn't know they had that there.
It's really this competitive feeling of outsmarting and outplaying other players with your skills, and it can actually lead to some really fun situations.
It's a cool thing that you can play it local, of course, and online, but meet your friends, turn it on, play and have fun.
No! Oh, I'm so stupid. I know! Come on! Yes! Yes! Oh.
You can hate your friends for a short time, and yeah, that's just super fun.
No!
I'll take
Bloody
that.
well done.
I'll take that.
Bloody well done.
I think basically everyone who enjoys platformers is a good start for that. People that like to compete with each other, of course, and people who are really like the flair of those games like Micro Machines, Mario Kart, speedrunners, for example, is a good example. People who enjoy those games will probably enjoy ours as well.
Oh, you did get him.
Yes! Yes!